Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Home Field Locks podcast. I believe we're up to episode 11 now, which is pretty crazy. But NFL playoffs got underway this past weekend, hasn't gone the way, at least me and Logan wanted it to. So, college football has been pretty crazy. So, yeah, anything you guys want to say?
Yeah, Indiana's a machine.
Refs were paid off against the Eagles. There was refs versus Eagles all day. That's all I gotta say. I have more, but I'm not gonna say it. It's not good.
So this is how we did last week. Not good on college basketball, which we'll get more into.
Yo, Logan, did you see you went 4-9?
Holy shit! Oh my god! I don't even remember.
Well, I have the college basketball ones, but college football, Logan went 2-0, taking the spreads. Gavin actually suggested 3 bets for the Oregon Indiana game, and none of them hit because the other 2 had to do with unders.
Yeah.
I took the under in the first game, didn't hit. Then I backed Indiana partially just because they torched me last weekend. I guess it worked out. But here's college hoops, how that went. We did good on this one. Gavin got the pokes right. And then I got New Mexico. And then you guys probably aren't ready for this one. Just gonna let that sink in for a second.
I mean, here's the thing. Here's the problem here. Auburn blew it. Nevada never had a chance. Pretty sure Villanova blew it. VCU blew it. And Bama never really
VCU was down most of the game.
It was right there though. Yeah, VCU was down most of the game. That's a good point. Nova, Auburn, I guess Bama was pretty much neck and neck the whole game, so damn.
Yeah. Vanderbilt best team in the SEC?
No.
Yes.
No. Nope.
Yes.
Nope.
Is there another slide or is that it?
No, that's it.
Well, the other game that we didn't include in the pick'em was Bonnie's Richmond, which we all end up getting wrong because
that's why I don't go over those fuck ass games.
Woj is a fraud. It seems.
Damn, Logan, you got every game wrong.
Holy fuck!
Logan's on a heater.
Bro, if you guys if you guys faded me, oh my god, you guys would have won up so much money. Holy fuck!
All right, let's get into it.
I'm undefeated.
Yeah, I'm not undefeated.
Red means hot, right?
Oh.
So we got Virginia and Louisville in our. Are both teams still ranked? I believe they are.
Yes.
That is a ranked matchup tomorrow night. Louisville kind of holding on. Louisville's -3.5, which I think I'm going to jump on Virginia now because if Conwell's not playing, that means Michael Brown and Ryan Conwell are both out.
Wait, Michael Brown was questionable for the last game. Does that not mean he might be coming back?
Well, Kelsey in an interview said, I'm pretty sure we don't have a timetable for his return. I'll look again. In terms of Ryan, I don't have an update right now. It's a freak thing in practice, went knee to knee. Michael Brown, when he's ready, we'll give you guys more information. We expect Michael to be back out there at some point in the season, just not now. So I'm going to guess that they're both not playing tomorrow. Which takes away their 2 best players. So, yeah. Well, I'll start. I'm going Virginia to win straight up. They just swept the Cali road slate in very convincing fashion, which is not easy to do. And part of that, Chance Mowry, he's balling. When he's shooting well off the bench, it's just such a commodity. And, when they lose, it's most of the time because he doesn't shoot that well off. He doesn't shoot the 3 ball too well. DeRidder has proven himself time and time again as one of the best players in the ACC. He is absolutely phenomenal. But the only thing that scares me of Virginia is I don't think Malik Thomas' efficiency is really cutting it right now. Like, he isn't shooting it all that great, but then again, Louisville's missing Michael and Conwell. Like, McNeely and Woolley have been disappointing. If they don't get, like, the same game out of Sanandafru that they got last time, in which they beat Boston College by, like, 10-13, like, I don't see them winning.
I'm gonna stick with Louisville. I know Conwell and Michael Brown are questionable. Probably I feel like Michael Brown's more likely to play than Conwell, but I don't know. If there's one place Louisville does have depth at, it is the guard. I know McNeely, Woolley have been underwhelming, but they still have. It's still at the end of the day Isaac McNeely, who was Virginia's best player last year, probably. If not, he was second best. But Woolley's still a baller. Javon Hadley's another guard they have. So they have the depth. I mean, will they be able to? I don't know if they'll be able to go out there and just win a game against a better Virginia team than we've seen in years prior. But I'm just gonna ride with the home team. So I'll stick on Louisville with hopes that either Conwell or Brown play if I don't get both.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard picking just because knowing that like two of their best players could be out, or you don't even know if they're playing. I feel like, oh Jesus Christ, give me, I'm gonna stick with Louisville. Give me Isaac McNeely revenge game. He's dropping a 30 bomb if they're both out, and Louisville is still winning this game at home.
Going back to it, if it's 3.5, would you jump on Virginia now? Or would you not take?
It's probably a game that I don't bet.
I would jump on Louisville at 3.5.
Well, I think it's going to go more Virginia way.
I don't. Not if like Pat Kelsey comes out tomorrow and says Michael Brown's playing or Conwell's playing. And it seems like the public's actually leaning towards Louisville, but I could be wrong.
Then we got A&M in Tennessee and Knoxville.
I can start. I don't think either of these two teams are much. They're really just not great. Tennessee's been underwhelming their last against good teams, really. Earlier in the season they were good, but I just don't think Texas A&M's a good basketball team. Like I know they've stacked together 3 SEC wins in a row now, but LSU, Oklahoma, and unfortunately Auburn are probably going to be projected to finish pretty close to the bottom. If not, one of those 3 teams will be at the bottom. Mississippi State's pretty bad, but those are not anywhere near the top tier teams in the SEC. Tennessee, Texas, who I think is probably better than. I don't know. I'm going to be on Tennessee at home. They kind of need another SEC win. They lost to Arkansas. They lost to Florida, and they're pretty good at home. I do trust them at home. Their lone SEC win came at home, and they covered a 12.5-point spread against Texas. So I'm going to back Tennessee here and trust Rick Barnes at home. Nate Ament is horrible at basketball, though, I will say. He is terrible basketball player.
I'm so glad he went money hopping and didn't choose Duke.
So bad. That's it for me. Go Bombs.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm going to stick with Tennessee here. Like Gavin said, I'm not really too sold on this A&M team. I think they're stacking together some okay wins. I think just people with like the bias of Auburn being a good program over the past couple of years is kind of, they beat Auburn. It's a good win. It's not. Auburn's not that great this year. I'm going to stick with Tennessee here at home. Gillespie is going to be the best player on this court, like by far. I mean, his home stats when they're playing at home are absolutely insane. I mean, he's averaging 23 points a game at home. So really like this crowd to take over here. And, Gillespie's going to go off. Tennessee wins this game pretty easily.
Yeah, a lot of Tennessee's losses come when Gillespie's shooting under 50%. Like, he has had games where he's been very inefficient. It's really hurt the team. And men actually played fairly well in their loss to Florida, but again, I'm not huge on him. I think this is a game where A&M's really going to feel the loss of Mackenzie Bacco. Like Tennessee, they're going to really be working the paint, playing inside. And Texas A&M, without Ibaka, they're kind of struggling from the forward spot, and that's really going to show. They are getting wins, though, which is great. They beat Auburn, which I didn't think would happen, but then to go to Rocky top two, I think Tennessee gets the better of them there. Torvik has it -10. I don't know if it gets to all of that, but I do think Tennessee takes the game.
I personally think it does get out of hand. I do think it's a 10-point or more difference.
If Gillespie gets hot, then yeah.
I mean, last home game against Texas, Gillespie dropped 34. I could see that happening again. Pops Isaac's not a great defender. I don't know if that's good. Rylan Griffin, I don't know who's going to be on him. Ruben DeBank, I don't know, but he's going to give any of them buckets.
Well, Ruben's going to have to be on.
Yeah, that's a good point. White boy, kind of.
Then UConn traveling to newly ranked Seton Hall.
I'm just gonna be different here. I'm gonna take Seton Hall. By no means are they the better team. I think when push comes to shove, but I think UConn's bad play in the last at least 2 games is gonna catch up to them. They almost lost to Providence on the road. So if I just went specifically off that, I think Seton Hall's. I think Seton Hall's a better team than Providence. And I think they could just maybe catch UConn here. I mean, it would be huge for Seton Hall, newly ranked. I feel like newly ranked teams, it doesn't usually go well. But maybe they just catch them sleeping here. I mean, this would be a huge win for Seton Hall, and it would be like I don't know, like they turned a new leaf. But by no means is Seton Hall a better team than UConn. I just think they catch them sleeping here. UConn's been hot. They've been great. But only beating DePaul by 12 at home and then only beating Providence by 5 on the road. I don't know. I think Seton Hall steals one.
Yeah, I mean, Jesus. Yeah, Seton Hall, I think they've surprised pretty much everyone this year so far with like how they've played. I mean, even the only thing that kind of scares me is just the past couple games. I mean, you're coming off, you got a 5-point win against Providence, you lost to Nova, you got only a 6-point win against Marquette, 2-point win against Creighton. They're having very, very close games here. UConn can't really defend them too much recently just because they haven't, been too good. But I'm not going to fade UConn here. I can't go off track. I'm just going to take UConn to win this game. I think it's going to be a snoozer. I think it's going to be like in the 50s probably with the final score.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of UConn struggles at Providence, I feel, or just because Providence's home court is amazing. Like, that was pretty much Providence's Super Bowl. They were always going to get up for that game. And UConn hasn't looked amazing recently, but with Dan Hurley, I feel like he's the type of guy. His teams don't stay down for too long, like when they're not playing well. He's probably on their ass, like so bad, chewing them out. So UConn is the better team, and Seton Hall, they're going to try to slow this game down, like force them to commit a lot of turnovers and keep the score low because UConn has had a slight turnover problem recently. So if Seton Hall can do that, like keep the momentum, not let UConn get on any like kill shot runs, then they do have a chance to keep the game like the 70s-ish, but I don't know. UConn's due for like a bounce back.
I agree. I like what you're saying. If they can keep this game slow paced and just keep it within a couple possessions, that's the only reason. It's just if I feel like this game is close. I think the spread's at 5.5, and I think that's probably an accurate spread. I think this game's close, and the reason back Seton Hall is just home court and just like maybe they just go out and poach one, just cause, and then they probably lose the next 2 games because they had to be looking forward to this game. I mean, this would be huge for them because they weren't ranked after last week. They have to win this one to get ranked. So we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, UConn's not scoring the ball amazing recently, so it's definitely not out of the realm of possibilities to keep them in check. So we'll see what happens. Then Gavin's favorite team, Iowa State, is going in to play Kansas.
Someone else can start.
I can start. I mean, this kind of seems like the classic spot for Iowa State to drop their first game of the season, but I'm not going to do it. Kansas is playing really bad right now, and Darren Peterson is not helping the situation, while Iowa State is pretty much just rolling. They're beating teams by double digits, which is kind of tough no matter how you put it. I mean, but playing in Fog Allen is never easy. I think Iowa State, it really is their year, and I'm going to say they get it done. And Kansas could make a comeback back up. They won't be like amazing, but they could turn the season around. I wouldn't be surprised, but I think Iowa State takes it.
Yep, this is a no-brainer for me. Give me Iowa State solely off of Darren Peterson. He's not worried about winning. He's worried about being the number 1 overall pick. He does not care about college. Just give me Iowa State here.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be on Iowa State too. They already had the ability to go into Purdue and smack them around in their home court. Had Kansas not lost to West Virginia and UCF, I would almost 1,000% be on Kansas. But those last 2 games and then having to beat TCU in overtime at home, just not convincing me enough. Not convincing me enough to be able to like pick them confidently. The fact that I'm picking Seton Hall before I pick Kansas is nuts, but I'll take Iowa State. Oh, Jesus.
Good point last game.
I mean,
this one's an easy one for me, so I can start this. I'm going to be on New Mexico.
Yeah.
Playing in the pit is no joke. They just went on the road for their last 2 against Colorado State, supposed to be towards the top of the Mountain West, beat them by 10 on the road, and then absolutely dismantled Air Force, who is not a good team, but nonetheless, they beat the shit out of them. They were able to beat Santa Clara earlier at their home court, and the pit, like I said, is just it's a tough place to play. And Colorado State just beat this Grand Canyon team by 10. So I'm going to be riding with the Lobos here. I think this young team gets a nice win in Mountain West Conference play.
Yeah, I'm also on New Mexico here. I'm not going to be fading them again. I faded them against Colorado State, who fuck Colorado State. They're on the ban list. I will never put money on them again this season. So
until next week.
Yeah, until they're like underdogs at home. Yep. Yeah, but give me New Mexico. They've looked like a really good team so far this year. Grand Canyon, I don't think they're a very good team. I don't like them at all. I think they're just yuck. It's good for New Mexico.
Yeah, I mean, that win at Boise State is kind of aging worse each day for Grand Canyon because Boise State is just terrible. But both teams are playing relatively well right now, but it's the conference of home court advantages, and I'm going New Mexico in the pit too. And we have Iowa and Purdue. I'm going Purdue.
Yeah, I don't have much to talk about. I'm going to be on Purdue as well. They might win this game by 20.
Spread looking like on this game?
I don't know, but Iowa just lost to Minnesota, and they also lost to Illinois. So
it's really starting to look like if Sturts isn't playing well, Iowa is just completely out of it. That's pretty much how it's looking. So
yeah, I know this is not related, but we didn't go over this game. I just want to give a big fuck you to Cade Tyson. I hate him. I just hate him. I hate him with my whole heart. Where was this last year, you dick? That's all.
Hubert Davis effect.
Penn State.
Yeah, fuck that guy. North Carolina's back to being ass. They're going to lose to Stanford.
Oh, I thought they were the next game. Damn it, that sucks. It was going to be a great transition.
Auburn sucks. Missouri. Next. Honestly, Auburn does suck. I mean, honestly. I can't believe they beat the brakes off of Arkansas. Fuck.
Missouri just lost to Ole Miss.
Yeah. This game sucks. Someone else start. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do, actually.
Well, all right. So
shit, Missouri lost by 43 to Illinois? I didn't realize it was that bad. Jesus.
I'm just going to go on a limb here. I think either Auburn or Missouri is going to win this game. I'm just going to say.
Whoever blows less.
Whoever scores less points is probably losing the game. Yeah.
Here's my problem. Missouri's not really that good of a team. The record says they're better than they are, but like, I don't know if I can trust Auburn to like go and win on the road.
That's
I,
the thing.
but I'm gonna. I can't believe it. I'm gonna pick Auburn. They lost that Texas A&M game. I don't think they should have lost that Texas A&M game. They had that. They took Georgia to OT. They built some momentum. I feel like with that, they crushed Arkansas, and I think it was just a culmination of just like they needed to get it out, and they did it. And I'm gonna back them to keep it rolling here with their momentum and beat Missouri.
Yeah. Logan, did you say Auburn too?
You know what? I think. Oh, I think I am. I think I'm gonna go with Auburn here. I think I'm gonna. Yeah, fuck, that doesn't sound good. Oh, that sounds so bad. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Auburn here. Missouri is like they go out there and they can they can shoot lights out. And at home, Missouri has definitely shot lights out. They have shot 55% in home games this year, which is a little worrisome with my Auburn pick, but. I don't think they're a very good team. When they lose, it's bad. I think they lost to Kansas by 20. Like Gavin said, they lost to Illinois by how much?
43.
43. You're coming off a loss to Ole Miss, who I think Ole Miss is absolutely shit. I think they're a terrible basketball team this year. So, yeah, I'm going to go.
No, you don't think they're terrible. You think they're absolutely shit.
They're just shit.
Shit.
They're bad. So let's go, Auburn.
Yeah, you're saying Auburn's going to use that win against Arkansas to build them up. I'll go the opposite. I'll say they have a letdown in Missouri. I know Missouri just lost at Ole Miss, but they're a better team at home for what it's worth, and I feel like that game was also a letdown after they won in Rupp. I mean, home court advantage is a real momentum changer, and Auburn doesn't do well in big spots, especially
It's so weird though. Like they lose to Illinois on the road by 43. They come back home, beat Florida, go on the road, beat Kentucky, and they're still on the road against Ole Miss and then lose. What the like what? Like
So
I don't
win
know.
this game. So they're going to win this game.
I will
Probably.
not support the Mark Mitchell erasure.
Auburn is shooting 38% on the road this year, and they're shooting 26% from three.
Keyshawn Hall. I just want to give a shout out Keyshawn
Yeah,
Hall.
but the same breath, Keyshawn Hall's great. Taham Pettiford sucks.
Nah. He don't know what he's talking about.
All right. I'm on Missouri. Trap game for North Carolina.
Trap game. Both teams are ass.
Well, Mike, so both Duke and UNC are on the Cali trip this upcoming week. One of them is going to lose at Stanford.
It will not be UNC.
I mean, I'm picking UNC to
What's
win
the
the
spread?
game.
What's the spread looking like on this game?
Torvik is -2 to North Carolina.
Oh, I was about to say, what?
Not Stanford.
Oh, wow. Huh.
I think that's fair.
No, I thought you said it was going to Stanford. I was going to say, wow.
No.
Stanford really isn't bad at home. I'm never going to pick against North Carolina. I just won't. I'm going to take North Carolina. I feel like they've had 2 bad games in a row, and maybe they come out and play with a little bit of like some balls. Maybe Hubert Davis can get them to play with a little bit of ball sack, but yeah, I have that guy's fucking awful. But in the same breath, Stanford did just lose a game at home, 47-40. The fact that a college basketball team only put up 40 points in a game at home gives me some real hope here. Now they did beat Louisville a couple days later, but I don't really care. Losing to Notre Dame 47-40 is absolutely disgusting. Cannot be forgiven. And they're starting to get a little colder now, losing to Virginia as well. So I'm back to Tar Heels. Hopefully Caleb Wilson goes out and like drops his nuts on somebody. That'd be sick. But yeah.
Run and dunk, man.
Yeah. I'm on UNC here. I will probably bet this game. Just because like I don't know. I don't really know what I don't think Stanford's that good. I don't like. I
Shout
know
out to Buko Corey. Balling.
I know North Carolina hasn't looked like amazing, but I really just don't think Stanford is that good. I mean, you got a 1-point win against VTech. I mean, even scrolling down, like Gavin said, you put up 40 points at home. You're beating Cal State Northridge by 8 points at home. You're barely beating San Jose State. You're losing to UNLV. Yeah, I mean, I'm just not sold on this fucking Stanford team. Give me UNC. I feel like this is pretty easy.
Lost at home to Seattle. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Will.
I don't. Yeah, Louisville sucks. So
I'm also going North Carolina. Ibuka Corey is a beast, but if Stanford did pull this out, it wouldn't be from him. It would be from Agarwal or Benny Geeler. Because Trimble's going to be on a Corey, and then we saw UNC's issues with like that second guard against Wake Forest, like Nate Calmise cooked after Trimble was on Duke Harris. Yeah, so it's really like the second guard, and then Wilson has an interesting matchup against Chismak Para. We'll see how that goes. He's a big dude. So I don't know if Hakpara what guy's gonna be on. He's on either on Wilson or Visar. We'll see.
Wilson and Visar, what a duo that's been. That's been so fun to watch.
And Visar being able to shoot has saved North Carolina's season.
Big time, big time. I mean, they're averaging damn near 37 and 20 a game between the both of them. That's pretty good shit. So
yeah, at the same time, Stanford they will have success in this game if they come out in a zone, I feel, because UNC struggles against good teams in a zone because they can't shoot. So
maybe if Ryan Evans doesn't suck for once in his life.
Putting Derek Dixon. But I'm going with UNC. Then we have Virginia Tech going into SMU. I believe Boopy should be back for that one. Virginia Tech, they were one of my favorite teams. Like, not best teams, but favorite teams to watch and look out for. And once ACC play hit, it
fell off a cliff.
Yeah, and they've blown both of their losses too. Like, they could have won the Wake game and they could have won the Stanford game. They lost both. They could be 4-0 right now. But
yeah,
it hasn't gone their way, and SMU's coming off with 2 losses. They really need a win at home, and I think Boopy comes back and they kind of take care of business here.
Yeah, I mean, I can't see SMU losing 3 in a row, especially at home. I just can't see it. Give me SMU here.
I'm same as you guys. I'm on SMU. The last game at home was beating Carolina by 14. I think Carolina's a better team than VTech, so I think it'll be with Boopy back, a little rested. I think it'll be much of the same.
And here's another chance for Utah State to kind of prove their dominance in the Mountain West. They're in the AP poll this week, so they will be tested here on Wednesday night. Any of you guys?
I love this Utah State team. I think they are just going to continue to roll. Their only loss this season came on the road against South Florida. I think South Florida just kind of blew their doors off early, and they couldn't get back into it. Since then, it's been just beating teams and beating them bad. And they get to come back home after a great not great, but 2 road wins, fully rested on 4 days rest. I think they'll take care of business.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer. Utah State is the best Mountain West team by far. They're not losing another game for the rest of the year. Give me Utah State to destroy Nevada.
They're not losing another game for the rest of the year.
They're not losing.
They go on the road to play New Mexico. It's rats.
Yeah, I don't care. Still, give me Utah State. I don't care. Utah State is the best team in this conference.
This fucking guy.
Easy.
He's both extremities. It's either everything or nothing.
I love Utah State. I've loved it, dude. I made so.
You love Nevada until last week.
I didn't love them. I didn't love Nevada. I don't think
Nevada's still struggling with inconsistency issues. Like, and Utah State, they're so damn good. Like,
yeah, they're monsters.
they're gonna roll, and you can't be inconsistent and go into this type of environment and win. On to our last game, we have TCU and BYU. TCU is proving that they are good, I guess. We've kind of been confused on them all year.
Play up the competition.
Yeah.
That's the best way. It's like the same thing with Penn State. They play up the competition. It's like it's one of them schools, but
Yeah, TCU's terrible. They're not good. I don't really know where. Lose to Kansas, lose to Arizona, and I think they're going to follow that up with another loss to BYU. I like this BYU team. They're AJ DeBancis. He's the truth. He's really good. Like really good. He's awesome. So I think he's gonna have his way with TCU. TCU kind of doesn't have a guy, kind of like how we were talking about Clemson earlier in the year. It seems David Punch is probably their guy, but outside of that, it's a lot of just the same. And I think BYU's their offense is just deadly with DeBanza, Saunders, and Rob Wright. It's just it's a crazy 1-2-3. And Kebakeda putting up points, putting up double digits the last two games. That could be a problem. So I like BYU here, especially at home, the Stormin' Mormons.
Yeah, BYU's not losing this game. TCU, I don't know what they did. They got fucked. Their schedule is terrible. I feel like they've played like almost. They got dude. They're playing on like Hall of Fame. I swear, like their schedule is horrible. I mean, I just feel bad for them. But yeah, BYU wins this game. I feel like TCU though.
Yeah, TCU had probably about as good of an 0-2 week as you could have. They they barely lost to Kansas on the road, and that was from an absolute blown game. And they kept Arizona to 13 points, and it was pretty close. So, well, they actually came back, but BYU, I was very wrong about them in the beginning of the season. Full hand up accountability for that one. I did not think they would be good, but the Mormons are very good. And I'll go BYU at home. So that pretty much wraps up what we have here. And I know we failed to deliver the Thursday episodes last week, but we will have it this week for the upcoming NFL and college football. Yeah, college football, I believe, is on Monday, so we'll talk about that.
And big news is next week Logan gets UFC back, so
I'm sure Mike should be back on the pod. So
back.
Yeah, so we'll be back in full swing.
Patty the Batty, baby. Patty the Batty fight week.
All gearing up for our football's ending, so it's all gearing up for our big March Madness special.
Yes, sir. Everyday live stream. Watch with us.
Monday, 8-hour, $5 tickets to watch.
Thank you for the Galaxy. Thank you for the Galaxy.
Spicy pepper.
Our 8-hour live stream reaction to the Selection Sunday.
wake up and rot on the couch.
We're donating to ourselves. All right. But thank you everyone for watching. And we'll see you next time.